Hello and welcome to the second Olympic category of the women's side. This is the 2024 IWF World Cup. We're coming to you live from Phuket, Thailand. Janet Gomez, the first athlete out there from Mexico, number 10 in the world. She's in a dangerous spot. Then we have Yanis Rodriguez, the Venezuelan number 2, looking to overtake her teammate today. Then it's the Olympic champion from the 55s from the Philippines, Heidelin Diaz. Next up is world number 1, Luo Shifang. It's not going to be that easy for her. She does have another athlete trying to overtake her from China. And Yelien Venegas from Venezuela, number 6 in the world. And then we have the 2022 world champion, the current world number 3, Yeni Alvarez. Next up from Italy, world number 13, trying to crack that top 10 today, from Italy, Lucrezia Magistris. From Canada, the second Olympic champion in this category at 64, Maude Charron from Canada, world number 4. Then from China, number 2 Chinese athlete, Pei Xinyi, looking to overtake Luo Shifang today. The world number 2 from Ukraine, Kamila Konotop. Then we have Taylor Wilkins from the USA, who just got knocked out of the top 10. She currently sits at number 11. There was a session prior to this, the B session, so she was bumped down. Next up, unranked, but an incredible athlete from North Korea, Kim Il-gyong. The penultimate athlete, arguably the face of women's weightlifting over this last decade. Another Olympic champion, this time in this category. It's Kuo Hsing-chun from Taipei. And finally, Elreen Ando, an interesting one here, number 2 athlete from Philippines, looking to do everything she can today to overtake Heidelin Diaz to try and get that Olympic slot. So that's your lineup there for this women's 59 kilo category. Max, almost every athlete in this session is either fighting either to overtake their teammate to get the Olympic spot, fighting to get into the top 10, or, you know, for a few of them, they're just here to have a good time.
Yeah, this is going to be a very intense battle because you have so many athletes basically looking to, like you said, overtake a teammate, maybe move themselves up a bit in that ranking.
So here's Heidelin Diaz, probably the most stressful, tough, consequential competition she's had all quad since she won the Olympic Games is this, because if she doesn't lift well and Elreen Ando does, she's not going to Paris.
Yeah, good opener though. That's the way to start.
That's the nicest 95 I think I might have ever seen from her. Normally, you know, she is she's a phenomenal lifter, but there's almost I don't know how to say it. She almost slams into the catch sometimes, wobbles, has to save it. That was
beautiful.
Tremendous. She didn't sit there at all, she just came straight up.
Yeah, she is looking good there. She had that almost Cinderella story at the Olympics. That final clean and jerk to win it was just an absolutely unbelievable lift.
Yeah. So Maude Charron going to be bumping up. You saw the Canadian coach there making a change. Julius as well, coach of Heidelin, making a change too. Right now, the heaviest opener put in is, well, no shock really, is Kamila Konotop, 104.
I mean, Konotop is just so strong.
I think it's unlikely she wins a snatch. I think it's more likely that either Kim Il-gyong or Luo Shifang does. But you know, Konotop can get up there. I think she's made 107 before.
Yeah, we're seeing so much movement.
Yeah,
but this is expected. We knew this going in, that you're going to see a lot of changes. I wouldn't be surprised if we run through everyone.
Yeah, so much is happening behind the scenes right now. And this is why it's so difficult to coach at this. There's another change. So difficult to coach at this level. You know, it might look like you're the next athlete out, or it might look like you're not out for 6 attempts, and then suddenly 5 people bump up and it's you, and you have to decide, do we go up? Am I ready? Or do Do I come out and take this? Okay, Janet Gomez. No, there's El Rinaldo is there waiting to come out.
Ando is there. She probably is aware that she's going to be the lifter. I think Alvarez would bump.
Alvarez, you know, they may have just looked in the back room, and
although we'll see. You know, we don't want to jump the gun here. We don't know yet. Well, Wilkins
okay,
now.
so interestingly, word from the back room, El Rinaldo was about to take 95 in the back room, but then they asked her to run out because they thought that the change hadn't gone through. That's why she was stood there. So thankfully, the change did go through. She can go back and hit that 95 before coming out at, who knows, 98, something like that.
It's an example of just how chaotic it probably is back there.
Yeah.
It's super chaotic because if you look at the scoreboard right now, you have 95 was the first attempt. That was a lift that just took place maybe 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Not another lift has happened since then. And you look 95 to 100, there's every single lifter.
Except for Camilla.
Yeah, Camilla's the only one above 100.
Oh, and Luo Shifang, 102.
Yeah.
But, you know, 12 athletes.
Yeah, almost everybody is within a 5 kilo spread. This is going to be fast paced.
11 athletes spread by 4 kilos right now. Okay, Janet Gomez, opening attempt now, 97 kilos.
Yeah, Gomez is down low on the list.
She's world number 10. She was 9th, but she's just dropped down into 10th.
Oh. You know, she rushed that a little bit, got behind the bar, right above the knee.
You know, a quick reminder, the top 10 will get invitations to Paris for the Olympic Games this summer. That's why it's so important for them to make sure they're in there. Okay, here comes Taylor Wilkins. We actually saw her just a couple of months ago, didn't we, Max, at the European Championships?
We did, yeah.
Team USA were invited as guest athletes to compete there. And she went for it. She snatched well, if I remember correctly, and then went so big in the clean and jerk.
Yeah, took some really heavy attempts.
Not sure she made any. Let's take a quick look. She snatched. In fact, we don't even have that result in. We'll find that one
97
for you.
is a big opener for her.
Uh-huh.
This is heavy. Yeah, just out front.
Yeah, well, she's opened with that twice now. She was successful with it at the Grand Prix in Cuba. Tried it again at the World Championships. Didn't make it. In fact, that's by far her heaviest opener.
Second attempt.
94, sorry, was her heaviest. 97 is second attempt. Wow.
Yeah, that's. Well, you know, I have to imagine that their plan is to go, you know, go in as far as they can, right? Put the biggest total up because you have no idea what happens. An injury, someone retires, who knows, right? You want to be there. You want to be in the best possible position you can be in.
Yeah. Okay, Janet Gomez now. She left her first attempt out front a touch.
Yeah, you're going to have to see her put a little bit more on the turnover. Overdoes it. You know, one in front, one behind. That overcorrection just comes back to bite you.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, she is in the top 10. She's 10th right now. So, you know, unless Lucrezia Magistris hits a 7 kilo personal best in the total, Janet is safe. She is going to Paris. Even if she doesn't do well here today, she might be okay. But it's not confidence building if she doesn't lift well.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about this too throughout this competition. Do you want to be the kind of athlete, or do you want to be in the position where you're letting basically somebody else decide if you're going to get in? So does she want to just hold off and see if Magistris can do that total? Probably not. She wants a chance to fight for it. So she's here trying to take a shot at improving her total and making it just that much harder for Magistris.
So Kuo Hsing-chun has made a perfect looking 90 kilo snatch in the back room. Maude Charron, Jenny Alvarez also at 90 kilos. Camilla Konotop, as always, at 35. She's often on the bar when other athletes are taking their third attempts. Lucrezia is at 75. But here comes Anielin Venegas, 98 kilos for her opening attempt. She's the world number 6 right now. She's safe in terms of, being in the top 10. It's just whether her teammate, Yenesis Rodriguez, can out-total her. So that's the Venezuelan battle is the battle for the Olympic slot.
Yeah, that's a solid opener.
Good.
Very strong.
Loaders, 98 kilos, please.
Well, she's totaled 226 kilos.
Colombia.
She first competed internationally in 2010 at the IWF Youth Olympic qualification event. She took the gold medal there in the 48 kilo category.
Italy next.
Has to be said, that competition name is quite a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's a long one, but
Yeah, she's competed for a very long time.
yeah. And then at her last competition, she set her best ever snatch with 101. But here comes Yeni Alvarez, the 2022 world champion, the world number 3. She is totally safe for the Olympic Games. Now, we've seen her snatch 95 in the training hall. She clean and jerked 120 for 2 singles 2 days ago, which bodes pretty well for a hopefully successful day here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't expect her to leave it up front like that.
Loaders, 98 kilos.
Potentially just took it a little bit too casually.
Yeah. Kuo Hsing-chun in the back room, now at 95 kilos. She has 98 kilos written in for opener. She's actually the next athlete out after Lucrezia Madristis, who I am pretty certain will not come out now. She's supposed to be out here for this lift, but
Yeah, she wouldn't have any reason to take 98 based on
Well,
the way she's approached this whole
yeah, she wants to go
quad.
to the Olympics. She has to hit 224. So if she came out at 98 and didn't make any more, she'd need a 126.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, which is just never going to happen.
I mean, she's probably going to have to look at putting together.
Close to 105,
Yeah.
if not 105.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to have to gain every kilo on that snatch because that clean and jerk would be pretty big.
She did snatch 100 kilos in the training hall, Lucrezia.
Well,
that's the heaviest we've seen from any other 59 in the training hall.
Yeah.
No one else has done that.
So,
Here she comes, the Olympic champion.
whoa, 98 opener. She has done 110.
110, yep.
That was a while ago.
Well, she's been competing for so long now.
Yeah.
Maintaining that level is maybe not quite possible. But, I mean, she's still, one of the top in the world.
Oh, smooth. Wow. For me, she's the one I'm really curious about. I want to know what kind of shape she's in because this quad, we haven't really seen her put up giant numbers. She was injured for a bit, has basically punched the clock on these meets, weighing in or not necessarily lifting in the A sessions. So here, this will be the time to see what kind of shape is she in.
Yeah. Well, she, I think she sort of recently, she's been, if we look at her third attempts, 101, 101, 102, 102, 103. She's kind of in that low 100 range.
Yeah.
But in the clean and jerk, that's where, you just don't know. She almost made a 135 at the Asian Championships last year.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Elrin Ando. She has to beat Heidelin Diaz if she wants to go to the Olympic Games.
Yeah. Diaz made 95 on her opener. Ando taking 98 now.
She needs 225 in the total to do it.
Oh, good save.
Wow.
She got way out over the bar there in the pull.
Almost lost it behind.
Yeah, swung it a little bit, but made a great adjustment at the bottom.
Yeah.
Loaders, 98 kilos.
Well, if she brings that kind of fight to the rest of this, it's going to be a good battle between her and Diaz.
Second attempt.
Beautiful fight there.
Diaz, Philippines.
So Diaz responding with 98. No,
Yeah.
she's going to go more.
98 kilos down.
Interestingly, Kuo Hsing-chun made 98 in the back room before coming out. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
which is not something you'd expect from an athlete of that level of
this level,
confidence, you know,
yeah.
to still feel the need to do that. But Luke
So-
Regi is at 85. Pei Xinyi, who we've not spoken about, is at 45 kilos. Luo Shifang is on the bar. I mean, her opener is 4 kilos away from this, and it's so congested. She knows she's probably got 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, there could be 20 attempts.
Yeah. Okay, Taylor Wilkins. She's bumped up a kilo.
Yeah, left the first in front pretty bad.
This is going to equal her international best.
Yeah, similar. It looks a bit heavy. It's hanging out there in front of her on the top, so unless she can really get a better position at the end of the pull and get that bar turned over,
Right.
that's going to be tough.
I mean, these athletes have just competed so frequently. You know, she was at the European Championship 6 weeks ago. It's not long.
USA next.
And she's at the Pan Am Games in October. She's at the World Champs in September. The Grand Prix in June.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah. Pan Am Champs 2 months before that. It's been, you know, every sort of 2-3 months she's out on the platform.
So Alvarez missed her opening attempt.
Yeah.
Same weight.
You know, Yenny is probably the most in the nicest position of any athlete here.
Yeah.
Because she's third in the world. There's nobody trying to challenge her from Colombia. So, you know, there's not that same level of pressure in terms of trying to qualify for the Olympics.
There it is.
There it is.
That one was easy.
That's the one.
Yeah, she looks a little bit more relaxed, I'd say, here than when we saw her in 2022 in Colombia. She was fired up there and fought hard for that world championship. Easy lift.
Third attempt in the snatch. Taylor Wilkins,
Okay,
USA.
Taylor coming in now. We've had 2 athletes who've missed their first 2 attempts. We'll see how she does here. Full coaching staff.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be interesting that there's another US coach in the back room who's helping out a Canadian athlete. Spencer Arnold, right? Is he not allowed in the back room?
I don't think that they're allowed in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a bit of a coaching scenario with Canadian athletes, US coaches,
Right.
and vice versa. Wilkins 98 on her third. She needs this to stay in this competition for a total. Yep. A little better than the first 2, but it just wasn't there.
No lift.
But you know what? I think she'll still stick in with it and clean and jerk. I don't feel like she'll pull out. She wasn't really coming here to qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah, that's
She was
true.
coming here to lift, so she can still lift.
7 athletes calling for this weight right now, including Venezuela, Yenesis Rodriguez, first attempt.
So, Genesis Rodriguez from Venezuela looking to overtake her teammate.
Yeah, she's
Rodriguez has totaled what, 221. She needs 227. So she's gonna have to pull something out of the bag if she wants to move ahead of Venegas. Wow.
That's a strong pull.
Look at that wide stance
Yeah.
and the catch.
You know, she had a huge pull, but she's a little bit slower under the bar. Big, wide stance in the catch.
Yeah.
Kind of sits into that bottom position a little bit slower than some athletes.
Looks fired up.
First attempt.
Okay,
So
this is going to be interesting. Opening a
she's-
little lighter than
yeah.
I thought, maybe.
Magistra's calling for 99.
Yeah.
Maybe this is strategic. Maybe 99 is a better attempt for her to open at.
And it's not that I think this will look easy. It's just that she normally opens at around 100%. So,
Yeah.
you know, to be opening 3 kilos shy of her best, you know, is almost conservative for Team Italy at the moment.
Yeah, that's an
You know,
interesting
yeah.
observation. Near 100% opener is conservative. .99 for Magistris. That looks to be good.
Well, that was a great lift.
Yeah.
You know, technically, the speed under the bar.
That was solid.
Yeah, that looks about as good as we've ever seen her.
Maybe that's a smart strategy here, opening a little bit lighter, the extra kilo.
Yeah. You know, well, Italy have got 3 women outside of the top 10 that are trying to get into it. They failed with Giulia Imperio. This is their second shot, and then they've got Miserendino in the 71s. It's going to be tough for these two to do it. So Pei Xinyi at 65, Luo Shifang at 45. Maude from Canada, she just took 97.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
she is...
She's probably getting pretty close there.
Such good shape. And here comes Heidelin Diaz, the woman who kicked us off with an opening attempt. We're now, I don't know, 11 attempts later. She comes back out for a second attempt. It's been a long time. 12 attempts, I believe. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, straight away, she showed that she was pretty happy with that one.
There was a tiny hesitation somewhere in that lift. You could see it, but...
In the pull?
Well, in the turnover almost. It looked like there was just a flicker of something, and then she rocketed under it.
Yeah. So, of course...
Nice job.
Even if El Renando does hit 220, what does she need? 225 to move ahead of Heidelin. If Heidelin could hit 226, then, you know, so it's not over for either of them. Okay, here comes Maude. We're at 100 kilos now. And we're at 100 kilos. We have 5 athletes still yet to open, 5 who've only taken openers, and more who've still got third attempts. This is such a spectacular session. When you compare it to even the World Championships, you know, that pales in comparison to what we're seeing here today.
Yeah, but if you look at the scoreboard, only one athlete in this entire session is not going to touch 100 kilos.
Yeah.
That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Wow. Here comes Maude, Olympic champion at 64.
Oh, very comfortable.
Wow. And
that was strong.
That tiny step forward, as minimal as it was, even that's uncharacteristic for her. She's so technically solid. So Maude's best is 107, but of course she did that as a 64 kilo athlete. As a 59, we've seen a snatch 104. She did that in Doha in December at the Grand Prix. 104, 129 she made there. Enormous total.
Yeah, so we've got movement again. Let's see if Kuo actually comes out for this 100. That seems like a somewhat small jump for her. I would think maybe 101, but we'll find out.
So DPRK, Kim Il-gyong, is up at 90 kilos. I have noticed, having spent a lot of time in the back room, that North Korea often will rush. When it's busy like this, they'll work up a little bit sooner than perhaps they need to. They don't quite have it's almost like the coaching bravery of the Chinese to really sit back and be taking 60, 65. They sort of get themselves close to their opener, and then they hang out there just in case they have to run out. I guess their coaches haven't had as much experience. They've not been in competition a lot. Kuo Hsing-chun 100. Oh,
easy.
Yeah. You know, and Kuo does, you know, as much as she's known for, you know, moving brilliantly, she does get pulled forward.
Yes.
She jumps forward in the snatch. She often misses. If she misses, because of that jump forward, she gets a little bit of a press out, loses it. So she's going to have to really rein in her next attempt, which will presumably be 102. El Renando now.
So this would bump her a kilo ahead of Diaz in this competition. She still needs a bigger total to pass her on the list.
Small jumps here.
building a nice total is the key here. Intelligent selection of weights is critical for doing that.
She
2
has
kilo
made
jump.
103 before, so it's well within her remit.
Oh, what a save.
Oh my word.
We thought that was over, and she fought through.
You know, I told you, Max, at the start of this that she's just so rock solid.
Yeah.
And that was almost both disproved and proved my point, you know, to need to do that, but then the fact that she could, and she just stood right up with it.
I mean, she's a gamer. You can't teach that. That's just something innate. What a savage attempt that was.
Okay, so they're calling for Lucrezia, but of course she won't come out. It's just the automatic increase from her 99. Once she bumps up, we're going to bring out Gomez. She missed 97 twice, and she said, well, she said, screw 97, let's go triple digits. So she's bumped up 3 kilos. She's going to come out now.
And this is just a big attempt. 2 misses at 97, then a 3 kilo jump.
Oh,
just behind it.
Yeah, she really is falling back behind.
It's unfortunate. She will not be able to total.
Now I'm beginning to wonder, perhaps Pei Xinyi is in better shape than we thought, because she's at 80 kilos right now. Luo Shifang has just performed 2 triples at 65. So she's not planning on coming out for the next 15 minutes.
You know, we first saw Pei, I want to say back 2022 Worlds.
Yeah, that's right.
And we heard she went from 85 to 100 in the snatch. She made 85 in the warm-up.
Because she was rushed.
And then rushed and went out and did 100 kilos.
She was a 64 and she weighed in at 59.5.
Yep.
And she won.
She
at
is
17 years of age.
Yeah.
She became a world champion 5 kilos lighter than her competitors.
I'm excited to see what she does here. Alvarez now with 100.
2 kilo jump for her. And she's been known to pull out some very clutch clean and jerk. So if she can just be around this 100 kilo mark, she'll be in good stead. Oh, wow.
She got under that deep.
Yeah. Waits for the buzzer.
2 reds.
2 reds?
I wonder if they're going to challenge that.
They've got to challenge that.
It looked to be good. It's hard to say. We saw it so quickly, but maybe her elbow's unlocked in the catch.
Well, the jury are challenging it, actually.
Oh, wow.
They didn't have to play it. Okay, it's her right elbow. That's what they're looking at, surely.
That could go either way, really.
Well, she wears the full black sleeve, which does make it a bit harder.
Let's see here. One more replay. Oh, it's so subtle. Is the elbow twisting, and that's what looks like a press out?
They need a higher angle. This low camera that they're using,
yeah,
it's too difficult. They need something that's a little higher up.
They wouldn't want to do too good a job with the replay and give it a clear shot.
Right,
they want to make sure it's... Let's see.
Good lift.
Good lift. They turned it over. Well, we like that. We like that call because that keeps her...
Yeah, I mean, we like the
moving,
call.
Yeah,
we like it. I think the judges don't like it, being told that they made an error. But
yeah, will they get reprimanded afterwards?
We're happy with that one. Okay, Venegas now.
Nope, there's a stop now.
What's the stop for? No, okay, there we go. We're back.
There we go.
Although the clock's not running. The clock is not running.
It's been
And now
reset
it's
to
been
it. Yeah, they're resetting. Here we go. Minor issue.
Okay, Venegas. This is a personal best if she makes it. It's a massive attempt for her second lift. Oh, she's in such good shape.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
And you know, that lift is almost like the spitting silhouette of watching Keita Mavaiania snatch.
Yeah.
The two Venezuelans.
Very true.
1 kilos again.
I guess similarly built to some degree.
She's going to make
Very
it
strong.
very hard for her teammate Rodriguez to even take a shot at passing her.
Yeah.
If she continues that way the rest of this competition, she'll hold that spot no problem.
Look at that.
Followed by Magistris, Italy.
Okay, so, you know, I think Magistris needs to,
A change, 100
yeah, I was going to say, she needs to not take 101. If she wants to do this, she has to go up even higher.
Yeah.
Maybe she is. Maybe she'll do 101, then 123 to get a 1 kilo personal best.
Well, she could probably, I'm guessing 101 to 103 would be
Yeah.
the call here for her.
Another
Nope,
change, same weight,
I was wrong.
101
She's going to go up.
Well, you know, before today, they were basically looking to get to total 221 kilos to get in the top 10. Already, based on the B session, you now have to total 224 kilos. So, it's possible that the Italians have just realized within the last hour or two, it's just not. It just can't be done. Third attempt, Heidland, 101. Oh. Almost
Yep.
looked like she
left
raised
that-
her knee sleeves on the way up there.
Left that whole lift out front.
Floaters 102 kilos.
And that was
Okay,
Heidland's best was 100. That was actually a personal best attempt.
so
Pei Xinyi supposedly at 102.
Pei Xinyi,
She
she's
did
not
just
going to
hit
come out for
90.
that.
102
Yeah,
kilos,
I think she'll come out.
Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
I think that we're going to see Kim move up as well. It's 102.
Luo Shifang has doubled only 75 kilos. Lucrezia dropped back down and made 85 in the back room. Makiko Ando, sorry, not Makiko Ando, Elreen Ando has just made 90 again.
Kim is going to open at 102.
Yeah, I could see that. 111. She is a snatch world record holder. That's her world record. So opening a little light, but also setting herself up for 5 kilo jumps to the world record.
Opening attempt of the current world record holder in the snatch.
Ten seconds. Wow.
That's strong. That is a very strong lift.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it almost didn't look like she could snatch 112, but I've seen her do this before where you see the opening and you think, well, there wasn't that much height on the bar.
Yeah.
But she just keeps going up and up.
You know, that's what makes weightlifting such an interesting sport. You're not really sure what's going to happen.
No.
You know, it's not as predictable as it seems.
So Rodriguez going for the lead over her teammate, Venegas, by a kilo. Now, Rodriguez does have a strong snatch, but this is a kilo personal best for her.
Yeah, watch for that wide catch.
Oh, she's in shape today, though.
That was very good.
Yeah, she's in great shape today. She needs 227 to beat her teammate. Right now, that would be a 125 clean and jerk, which is a 4 kilo personal best. So anything more that she can get in the snatch, she's going to need it. Okay, Lucrezia, 102. That seems, you know, maybe more likely that she'll come out with that and then jump to
Yep, here she is.
Canada, Charron, next.
If she makes this, that's going to be giving her the best shot to set herself up for a little bit bigger snatch. She might have a shot at that 224.
I mean, God, it just requires so many personal records in a row.
I mean, we'll know here.
Really takes her time.
so close.
Yeah, you know what? I think you got to go up. She's got to go up. This is the situation we've been talking about with athletes on the cusp of getting into that top 10 for the Olympic spot, is that if you miss a second attempt, you kind of have no choice.
Yeah, well, there's no reason to take anything else. She has a number she has to hit. And, you know, making lifts doesn't get her any closer unless it's the right weight.
I guess then the question is, if she misses her third attempt, does she stay in? Or does she say, okay, I guess I'll try a 125 kilo clean and jerk, which is like a 8 kilo personal record.
I mean, that's
it's just, you got to think about almost like the health of the safety of the athlete at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, 102, Kuo Hsing-chun, 2 kilo jump for her.
Textbook for her recently.
Yeah.
She's been taking these, you know, low 100s. Someone who was holding the snatch world record for a while.
She hasn't missed a snatch since 2022. But she does now. I had to say it. Yeah.
Well,
you know, you need to stop me when you hear me saying things like that. Just halfway through, just slap me and say that's enough.
You know, I wish we had that kind of control over the outcome.
All right.
Ando, Philippines, third attempt.
So Ando now at 102.
Okay, third attempt for her. It's a kilo under her best.
Venezuela next.
And if she makes this, it's going to give her, what did Heidlin make? 99. It's going to give her a 3 kilo lead over Heidlin.
Heidlin's been known to take pretty big clean and jerks, though.
Well, she won the Olympic Games with an enormous personal best at 127. If she gets this, she'll then need 123 kilos in the clean and jerk.
Had an epic save on the last snatch.
Yeah.
She's a gamer. A repeat.
She gave it a best, yeah.
A repeat, but not enough.
A repeat, but just too heavy. So close.
Floaters, please. 102 kilos.
Well, Ando's got 100 there.
So both Chinese athletes have snatched 95 kilos. Luo Shifang went for 100, made it, looked a little wobbly.
Luo, China, next.
Luo Shifang now 102, 103.
Yeah, I think she might come out. Pei Xinyi also just made 100. We're at that point now where I think we're going to start seeing the openers of Luo, Pei, and Camilla. Okay, this is the world number 1 now coming out. It's Luo Shifang. Don't blink, you'll miss it. She's very fast, she's very snappy, incredibly strong. This is 5 kilos under her best. Her teammate, her younger 17-year-old, probably 18 now, teammate, will be up after. Now, the only way that Luo Shifang, the world number 1, doesn't go to the Olympics is if Pei Xinyi out-totals her best.
Strong snatch.
Yeah.
A little bit of a wobble there on the way under. She tried to stabilize, but
yeah, she almost locked out relatively high, and then as she rode it down, there was a few little corrections.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Camilla Konotop of Ukraine has retired from the competition.
Konotop's pulled out.
Konotop's out. That has no effect on the Olympics. She's currently the world number 2. Whether or not she'll be allowed to go to the Olympics, we don't know. Ukraine has had a few doping violations during this Olympic qualifying period, so it might be that they are pulled out as a team. We're unsure. This is probably the most highly anticipated opener of the whole competition because Pei is the athlete we know the least about right now. She is she's a world champion at 17. 1.5 years later, we now see her again. Her best snatch is 105. So Pretty heavy opener.
Wow,
Okay.
that was strong. This is
That was confident.
Pei Xinyi we were
Yeah.
hoping to see, I think.
That was stone-faced. And her coach there that you see putting the towel over her, I have watched in so many training sessions as he coaches her and Zhang Huihua, and they just do technique, technique. Bar, they put 5s on, they're at 25 kilos, and they just snatch from the hip. I've seen them do it for hours. And you can see it. It pays off. I mean, that is just perfection.
Yeah, there's no flaws anywhere.
Here comes
Charron.
Maude. See, Maude, she's trying to make a statement today. She's totally safe for the Olympics.
Yeah.
She's making a statement with this.
Oh, beautiful lift.
That is simply incredible. A kilo shy of her best snatch at this body weight. She makes it look like that. I mean, this is just so exciting.
Venegas here.
Yes, yeah, this is a 2 kilo jump, 3 kilos more than she'd ever made prior to this competition. She's not going to let Rodriguez even have a chance at overtaking her because she's going to overtake herself.
Yeah, her best total is 226.
Yeah.
She's done 126 in the clean and jerk.
Right.
She does this and 26.
Yeah, she's out of the reach.
Huge attempt.
Oh,
wow.
That was perfect.
That could have been an opening attempt. That was so strong.
You can't make 103 look better than that.
Oh.
She when she caught that bar, nothing moved.
Yeah, that was
Nothing had to
flawless.
move to save, or it was just perfect.
Anyone watching at home, seeing Pei Xinyi,
Yeah.
what we just saw here, the clinic that is being put on in
We've just
snatching
seen
is
4 snatches at 103 in a
just
row.
all exceptional.
This would be an
I mean-
amazing 71 kilo session.
Yeah.
China.
Okay, Lucrezio now. This is, I don't want to overstate it, but in many ways this is do or die for whether she carries on for the Olympics or whether it's over.
This would be a monumental snatch for her.
If she makes it, be ready for a celebration because it will be a huge personal best.
She was so close on her second attempt at 102, just a kilo under. So much riding on this lift. It's so close, but it's just not there.
She's so slow in the pull and then her speed under, but Max, I don't know what she's going to do now. She needs 224 kilos to move into the Olympic spot, and with 99 she needs 125. Her best ever is 115, or is it, I thought it was 117, but I'm looking at some of the numbers here and I'm seeing 115. She needs a 10 kilo personal best.
I mean, we've seen supers make 10 kilo PRs in the clean and jerk, and it's been an absolutely historic event.
The best moment in weightlifting history,
Yeah.
basically, when that happened. I don't think you can ask a 59
that would
to
be
try that. That seems risky to me.
absolutely unbelievable.
Okay, here's Rodriguez, 104. Wow, she's doing everything she can to not only hang with Venegas, but to show her that she can lead into the clean and jerks.
They are pushing each other to new levels here.
Oh,
she has the pull, but it
Yeah.
just loops behind. That one wasn't there.
so a sigh of relief for Venegas, the stronger of the two in the clean and jerk, walks away with a kilo lead in the snatch. Kim Il-gyung, 106, a 4 kilo jump. Wait,
Yeah,
106? We've just bumped up another 2 kilos.
Yeah.
So we have
Wow.
Luo Shifang at 108, Pei Xinyi at 106, Maude Charron at 106, Kim Il-gyung at 106, 7 attempts remain, and the bar's at 106. This is historic.
A giant snatch session right now. And the current snatch world record holder here on her second attempt at 106.
Yeah, no one is better than her. Let's see what sort of shape she's in.
This is still 5 kilos under her record. Oh,
That looked maybe nicer than the first.
Drops it
To me
right
at
into
least.
place.
Yeah.
Kim.
Wow.
That turnover is so precise. It just lands exactly where it needs to.
And of course, she made the 111 at the Asian Games at her return to the sport
Pei Xinyi.
in 30th of September, sorry. So, you know, 6-7 months ago. Since then, she's lifted twice. She snatched 107 in Doha in December, missed 109. And then at the Asian Championships recently, she took it easy. 97, 100, 103. Took the gold medal, nice and easy, swept golds. Hit an opening clean and jerk, and that was it for her. Here's Maude. This is a 2 kilo personal best in this category for the Olympic champion. And if she makes it, she's going to set herself up to really move up this world rankings.
There it is.
Maude Charron might be the most breathtaking lifter to watch. I mean, every time I've seen her compete, she doesn't miss.
Yeah, she is just so phenomenal.
She does not miss. I can't get over it. Just absolutely sensational.
Wow, Pei Xinyi now at 107.
She's not missed a snatch in over a year either. You know, she's gone 3 for 3 at her last 3 competitions now. Maude is just on another level. Well, compared to most, we're about to see 3 other athletes who might want to argue with that. Here's 107. It's a new personal best for Pei Xinyi. She's the number 2 athlete for China, born in 2005.
Yeah, I mean, she is just,
She's a talent. She's the next generation.
yeah. We're looking at a superstar possibly here in the making. Oh, wow, little forward.
Yeah,
Did not expect that.
that looks right around a max for her there.
Same weight.
It's a little slower in the turnover than we saw in her opening attempt. And I expect she'll follow herself because Kim Il-gyong and Luo Shifang, who have had quite a lot of battles against each other now, I think they both want 108.
Well, Luo Shifang is in the driver's seat here too as well. She's just got to take what she needs to keep Xinyi down. Kim Il-gyong probably looking for a victory here. I'd be surprised to see her do anything for a world record. That'd be a 6 kilo jump.
5 for Kim Il-gyong. Oh, a 6. Sorry,
for the world record. Yeah, it'd be 112.
I don't think she'll go for that.
That would be huge.
But
she probably
Luo
wants that
Shifang has
gold.
2 attempts more, so I don't. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what Shifang does.
Well, she just doubled 85 in the back room.
Wow.
She has 108 written in for a second attempt. But before we get to that battle, it's Pei Xinyi coming out. This is her 3rd attempt. She is, you know, technically she's already a master, but she's lifting at such strength limits that we might be seeing her absolute top end here. A lot of support from Team China in the crowd. Even a lot of the Thai supporters are cheering her on here. Oh, that was a better attempt at it.
It was, but still didn't quite get back where it needed to be.
Yeah, she's not going to be able to go to the Olympics with a 103. She'd have to do too much in the clean and jerk to move ahead of Luo Shifang now.
Amazingly, 103 in the snatch. Puts her in 4th place in the snatch. In the 59.
Yeah.
That is
Well,
remarkable.
Maude is in silver currently.
Kim, DPR Korea next.
She'll be bumped to bronze if Luo Shifang makes this. So Luo Shifang's #1 total is 247. So Pei Xinyi would need 145, which is 5 kilos over the world record, which is not going to happen. So Luo Shifang is...
Luo Shifang's taken a 5 kilo jump from her 1st to 2nd. 108 positions her potentially for something bigger.
Oh.
I mean, we'll see what happens here.
I think she cares more about beating North Korea than she does a world record snatch right now.
Well, what better way to do it than break the record? Let's see. 108, Luo Shifang. Huge pull, but
overpulls
loops it.
Well, her strength as an athlete does lie a little more in the clean and jerk than in the snatch. Wow, 2 athletes of 108 written in.
So does Kim take the 108 and leave?
Well, if I could just make a observation, if Luo Shifang doesn't make this, Maude has a 3 kilo lead. Maude can clean and jerk over 130. I was actually talking to Spencer Arnold, her coach, a few days ago, and he said the same thing. He said she can get over 130.
Yeah.
So
that's a big clean and jerk.
We could see Maude really put a lot of pressure on Team China.
I mean, we're watching basically a preview of the Olympic Games as well here.
Yeah. Well, minus this athlete who won't be there.
.108 for Kim. Current world record holder at 111. 3 kilos from that. Oh, look at that.
How does she do it? It is just simply remarkable. 3 white lights.
She turns that bar over, and that catch is just otherworldly.
Yeah, and she is, I mean, she's pretty wide with her grip. And she still has the ability to stabilize with her shoulders like that.
Look at this turnover right there. Just drops
over her head.
Drops into position. That super wide grip as well. There's no room for error.
No.
She has to be perfect, and she is. She just executes.
Okay, massive moment for Luo Shifang. Now remember, it's not a guarantee that Luo Shifang is sent to the Olympics. If she doesn't impress the Chinese coaches enough, 3 other Chinese women will be sent. We believe we're going to see the 49, Hu Jihui. We believe we're going to see the super, Li Wenwen, because recently she just, in training, we just saw her snatch 143. She cleaned up 175 today. So it's really between Luo Shifang, Lao Guifang at 71, and Liang Xiaomei at 81. Luo Shifang probably the favorite of those 3, but if...
Well, there's a lot of pressure from all 3 of those categories.
Yeah, if Maude Charron can push her today, we might see China spooked.
108.
Oh.
There she is.
Oh, okay. It's too much. She's too good.
Yeah.
To come back and make it with that much pressure. She's going to take the silver medal in the snatch because she made it after Kim Il-kyung, but she's not behind, and she's a stronger clean and jerker than Kim Il-kyung. So I think she's going to be safe. The gold medal in the snatch to Kim Il-kyung, 108. The silver medal to Luo Shifang, the world #1. She made the same lift. 103 for bronze. Maude Charron is only 2 kilos behind. Oh, interesting. Okay, Yannick Gomez from Mexico has withdrawn after missing all of her snatches. Camila Konotop already withdrew. And Taylor Wilkins from the USA. I'm somewhat surprised that she withdrew.
Yeah, you know, she maybe just isn't feeling it.
She missed all of her snatches, but I thought she might carry on. Here comes Lucrezia Medistris.
She's opening at 115.
Well, you know, she might just be saying, you know, I'm here now. Yeah, I might not be making the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I'm going to lift. I'm going to do what I do best.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Or she makes this and takes a 10-kilo jump and goes for the 125 that she needs.
She did open lighter in the snatch.
Yeah, she needs 10 kilos on top of this to get into the top 10. Well, that looked pretty good.
Spoke a bit too soon there, though.
On the other hand, that was...
Well, it's only half the lift. We'll see what happens, though. Does she repeat that?
I mean, just mentally, it's got to be just almost devastating.
In the entire quad, it's all weight on her. It's not just this competition. I mean, every meet. Yeah, the Italian team took a strategy this quad of go big regardless of the outcome. I mean, they were opening as heavy as they could, really trying to get those totals up, but in a lot of times it was, unproductive.
I mean, Lucrezia has competed, about 20, in fact, I think this is her 21st competition internationally. She's made 70% of her snatch openers, 25% of her third attempts, 66% of her clean and jerk openers is very low for a clean and jerk opener, and 22% of her clean and jerk third attempts. Her best clean and jerk is 115, and I mean, that's why. It's because she, I mean, look at her now. She's opening at 115. She's opened heavier than that before. Missed it 3 times, so she...
I mean, it looks like she's going to repeat this, which I think is a smart move. I mean, there's really no other move.
I mean, I have to say, I'm just so impressed with her resolve.
Yeah.
The fact that she can stay in and, she is entirely aware now that she's not going to the Olympics. Something that has only dawned on her in true clarity in the last half hour. And yet she's coming out to make a lift, which is almost inconsequential.
Yeah.
It's remarkable that she can do that.
Well, you want to cross the finish line, right? Regardless of what place at this point.
Yeah. You totally understand if she said, that's enough. But she's sticking with it. That's tough. She didn't quite get the bounce she wanted.
She's been standing for a minute here.
Wow. Misses behind.
I mean, didn't want any part of that jerk. I have to wonder what happens next here.
Yeah,
it's tough to watch.
I don't know what she should do at this point, because she's almost too heavy to now make it. So does she just try it again, and again it doesn't mean anything? Or does she withdraw? Or does she go up to 125? I mean, you can see them deliberating. Coach Sebastiano is... I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what she's saying, but...
She has 1:30 left. There's really no other weight. She'd have to go all the way to 120 to get any more rest. So it's basically come out for this or call it quits.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the truth is, even if she did make it to the Olympics, she'd be quite a way behind the others.
I mean, she's wrapping up. She's coming out for it.
Wow. It's impressive.
Yeah, that's a lot of heart.
The number of athletes in this situation who would have retired at this point from the competition and just said, you know what, why would I keep going? But she's not that person. She is so mentally tough. She's coming out regardless. She's gonna finish it.
Yeah, I mean, for her to approach this bar, it is a feat.
If she can catch the bounce out of the hole in the clean. She might be able to make this jerk. If she does, what a lift.
A little forward on the toes, but she gets up.
Can she catch her breath? Wow.
What a fight.
Oh,
If
can she hold
she's
on?
Fighting. That is extraordinary.
That is unbelievable and a huge release of emotion.
Unexpected outcome there. What an absolute
What a fighter.
bittersweet victory, though.
I mean, one of the most impressive lifts I've seen because of everything that we know, everything that that lift means and everything that it doesn't mean that it was supposed to.
Oh.
And yet she just puts that overhead and fights till the bitter end. What a champion.
Philippines first attempt.
Okay, now Max, we've almost forgotten that there's a battle between the two athletes from the Philippines and they're already at 120 and neither of them have come out. We're approaching their limits now and they haven't even opened up. And they still haven't opened up. We're going to see Venegas first.
Alvarez, Colombia next.
So, quick update from the back room. Yenny Alvarez has made 105. Kuo Hsing-chun's only at 35. Keep saying Makiko Ando. There are too many Andos in this category. Elrin Ando is at 120. Maude has made 119. Heidelin Diaz 115. Okay, here's the world number 6, I believe.
Very solid clean. Oh,
I mean,
easy
she's
lift.
So strong.
She has just been.
I showed you a video of her, maybe 2-3 hours ago, squatting 160 kilos,
Yep.
looking very light.
Yeah, she is just walking through these lifts. Made easy work of her snatches, and that clean and jerk is looking like it's just on the same level.
Yenny Alvarez has just made 110 kilos in the back room. Luo Shifang is still on the barbell. Pei Xinyi at 45. And Genesis Rodriguez now 121 kilos. She is behind Gomez in the snatch. Sorry, behind Venegas in the snatch. So needs a massive clean and jerk to try and move ahead of her.
Another change loaders, 122
Change after
kilos,
change
please.
here.
Genesis Rodriguez, Venezuela, attempt 1.
This puts her at 224 kilos.
So, yeah, she's going to
Sorry,
need
224.
227. This would position her for that.
But, I mean, Venegas is also positioning herself to move up.
Yeah. Venegas is showing really no weaknesses.
Wow.
Oh, that's not the way she wants to start if she's going to get to that 227.
Well, she's opening up at a personal best because, you know, she's in that same position in many ways as Magistris and other athletes here where, you know, we're at the clean and jerks. All you can do now is ensure you've got a slot at the Olympics. And for her, that means massive personal bests.
Second attempt, Genesis Rodriguez, Venezuela.
Well, she's in a tough spot now, too, because if she repeats, she'll be following herself. If she wants more, it's going to be 23. And that could easily slip away from her, too. Diaz at 23. You've got Alvarez at 23. And Charron at 23. And I think any one of them could move. Yeah, she's wrapping up. She's coming right back out.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the nature of the way this is going to be is these attempts are so critical. Every lift is critical for so many reasons. It moves you up in a ranking. It might defend a spot, but at the same time, a mislift like this eats up your time, eats up your rest. Now she's tired. She has less recovery. She's going to have to come out for this again after having done all that work and missed it. And then need to go up again as well to move up in the ranking.
Rodriguez, second attempt.
122 kilos. It's a 2 kilo personal best.
Long story short, weightlifting is hard. 122.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Let's see if she gets whites. 2 reds. You could see that.
You gotta play the challenge card now.
I mean, you play it no matter what because the recovery time.
$122 kilos loaders.
Yeah, she's not in a good spot here.
Interestingly, I saw one of the jury sign with their hands to the coach
Has been played by the
an X to say it's a no lift, i.e. don't challenge this.
You can watch along on the big screen.
Well, I think it was a smart move to play the challenge card.
But they are playing the challenge card. But it seems like the jury should not be allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's
should not be able to say don't play this because we're going to no light it.
It's a.
But I mean, let's see it. Let's take a look at the lift.
Oh,
I mean, like, I don't even know which elbow we're looking at. Yes, there's movement, but it's basically not there.
Well, you know, when she brings the back foot forward, that left elbow just bobbles, it unlocks.
It's a bobble. It's a wobble. Is it a press out? I mean, it's just...
that is really
What are they going to do?
Yeah, they're going to say no lift.
Are they? Seeing more people moving around, passing information back and forth. What are they saying? The decision has been made. It's being run over to the speaker. It is a...
After jury review, it remains a no lift.
No lift.
Still no lift.
The arms, no lift.
Yeah, that little tiny rebending of the arm on the recovery.
It wasn't even, you know, the press out rule.
It's a flicker.
We've spoken about this at length, why it exists, you know, all these sorts of things, but you would almost think when you're recovering, the lift is overhead. When you bring your feet together, are we still really not letting a wobble occur? I guess we're not.
Yeah.
Okay, this is massive. Heidelin Diaz opening attempt 123. And of course, El Renando hasn't even opened yet. She's asked for 125 for her opening attempt. And we know why she's doing that. It's because 125 moves her ahead of Heidelin Diaz in the Olympic rankings.
That's a big opener.
Whereas this lift for Heidelin doesn't yet do that. It puts her at 222. She needs 225 to improve. Wow. And she has a very strong jerk.
Oh, look at that. You know, they're playing a little bit more of a conservative game here, making lifts, building momentum.
And if you're competing against Heidelin, the last thing you want to see is her stand up a clean.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how grindy it is. You can't let her stand it up because she has got a tremendous jerk on her.
Yeah. You definitely don't want her with the last attempt either.
Nope. You know, she has one of the strongest minds in weightlifting. The only athlete to defeat Team China at the last Olympic Games. 8 athletes from China, 7 golds.
Yeah, a huge upset. No one saw that coming.
No.
Second attempt, Venezuela.
Okay, Venegas 124. This puts her at 227, and that increases her total, her best. She would stay in 6th, because there's quite a big gap between 6th and 5th, between her and Kuo Hsing-chun, who sits in 5th, but it just makes it that much harder for a teammate. It gives her a personal best. You can hear yells of support from Venezuelans in the crowd. You can hear Kedemar Vainea, the world champion.
Oh, very strong clean.
So
Look
strong.
at that jerk. Oh, beautiful.
That little
perfect adjustment.
that was almost showing off. When
Yeah.
you catch it there on your front foot and then you push with that front leg to come back into a balanced position.
Well, it was the polar opposite of Rodriguez.
Yeah.
She took the time to settle, to stabilize, and then recovered. No
They're
bobble.
very different athletes in terms of their strengths.
Beautiful jerk.
So what does Rodriguez do? Does she just admit defeat here and admit she's not going to the Olympics, or does she load another ridiculous personal best and go for it?
I mean, it looks like that's the case.
She's need 126 kilos
she's asked
to do
for
it.
25.
That wouldn't be enough.
Assuming that's a placeholder for now.
Yeah, she'd need 26. Meanwhile, the 2022 world champion, Yenny Alvarez, now I believe comes out for her first attempt. 125 kilos.
Next athlete.
She's made 115, I'm sure, in the back room. I don't know if she's made more than that. She definitely dropped down and hit an 80 kilo power.
Her clock's burning. There she is.
Here she comes. "30 seconds on the clock. She's got time. Kuo Hsing-chun's at 120 in the back room, as is Kim Il-kyung. She's not got a lot of time. 12 seconds. It's a good clean. Yeah.
Yeah, really
Strong.
solid lift.
And she's on the board. 133 is her best. 234 total. Don't know if she's going to get quite there today, but she's at 225. It's enough for bronze right now. Don't forget well, I say don't forget, there's no reason you would know this. The current winner in the session is in the C group. 227 kilos for Luo from Nigeria, who played a very interesting game because she's number 7 in the world, and she said, you know what, let me just lift in the C group. I don't need the competition. I don't need the sitting around waiting for 20 minutes. Let me just get my lifts in. And she hit a personal best total. Wow.
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
You know, Max,
so strong.
I held myself back there. When she stood it up, I wanted to say, watch this lockout.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I can't say that and risk.
Too much pressure.
It's too much pressure.
We hold too much power here.
But now, well, our voices boomed around the building, of course. But the way that she does that, you know.
Yeah, Maude is just so solid. So, like, every lift she does is crisp.
She's in and out of the split quicker than anyone, and not because she has to rush out of it. It's because
it's just there.
It's there.
Done.
She's made it. Let's just recover.
Kim now with 125.
Yeah, Kim Il-kyung is a phenomenal snatcher, the world record holder. She's not quite as strong in the clean and jerk. And she's still pretty good. 136 she's made, which has only been surpassed by 2 athletes in this category, Kuo Hsing-chun and Luo Shifang. Good clean.
Oh, and the little power jerk.
You know, when you see someone do a no-foot power jerk like that, it's almost comical.
It's odd looking.
The ease of how it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got, shorter arms. doesn't dip, it doesn't catch it that deep, so it's just
short arms. She doesn't have her lockout is very good, but it doesn't look locked out. It looks bent.
Well, the elbow is anatomically in a different position. She's a little bit externally rotated.
Yeah, she doesn't move her feet. She's got such long legs. It's very different. Okay, here's Kuo Hsing-chun. You know, she's clean and jerked. Well, she's actually clean and jerked 142 when she was a 58 was the odd category. In this category, she's made 140. She did that in Thailand, 2019. But recently, she's a sort of 130 type athlete.
Oh, easy clean.
Wow.
It's just textbook.
Yeah, her jerk is textbook. You know, I think she's going to surpass the 130 range today. That looked very strong.
Yeah.
Can she do enough to climb into the medals? I don't know. She's 3 kilos behind Pei Xinyi. We'll have to see what sort of shape Pei Xinyi is in. She's going for 128.
Traditionally just been such a strong clean and jerker. That looked to be, I mean, very comfortable for her.
Okay, Max, this is to dislodge Heidelin Diaz, the Olympic champion, and get into the top 10. Heidelin Diaz, who sits in 8th in the world with a 224 kilo total. This will give Elri Nando 225, but Heidelin still has 2 attempts remaining to move back ahead. She'll need 127 to move ahead of Elrin. But this is a huge attempt for her. This is not guaranteed. Oh my
What
word.
a clean.
Not this time.
Doesn't quite get that in position to hold.
Not this time. She's got 2 more.
If she continues to clean that well and can put together a jerk, this would be good for her.
She's got 2 more. And so does Heidelin.
Yeah.
These country battles are shaping up to be something else.
Well, Heidelin's not the kind of athlete you want to be going against with 2 clean and jerks left in her.
Well, we've still got Rodriguez,
attempts.
who's supposed to be coming out, not now, in 2 attempts time, I think. You know, who's trying to move ahead of Venegas.
Elri and Ando, 125 kilos, second attempt, Philippines. She has 2 minutes.
Ando should take this again.
Yeah, you know what? She's so strong looking in the clean. It's not like, you know, a weak athlete having to retake within 2 minutes.
You know, if she makes this on this attempt, she then can wait
And rest up.
and do whatever she can to hopefully have one more shot if Diaz does pass it. Yeah, this lift even more critical than the last, obviously, because she missed the first, but she doesn't want to have to take this on the third and leave it up to Diaz to miss 2 more.
Right.
Because Diaz is one of those lifters who
Diaz
can
has
just
got more.
come in clutch.
Yeah, she's got more in her. She's looking very strong today. Let's see.
This lift puts her ahead of her teammate Diaz on the OQR list. This would be temporarily qualifying for the Olympics.
She's still got a minute. She could have rested longer, but she doesn't need it.
Well, she knows what she wants.
It's
Oh,
another
wow.
good clean. She needs to lock out better. Oh
Look
my
at that.
goodness, Max. She's
Look
done
at
it.
that. She has passed Diaz on the list.
For the moment, she's the one with the ticket in hand to Paris, but they have 3 attempts remaining between them. It's 2 for Diaz, and it's 1 for Ando.
She can't celebrate too early because Diaz is one of the best clean and jerkers and one of the most clutch lifters we've ever seen.
Diaz needs 226, which means a 127 in the clean and jerk, which will equal her best ever clean and jerk, but she weighs more now. She won't come out for this 126. It won't be enough. She needs more. And there you can see her coach and husband making the change. He stepped away The change has been put in, presumably.
A change, 126 kilos to weight.
There's the Venezuelans as well making changes, and Colombians making changes. We're going round and round now.
Change, same weight. Maude Charron, Canada, second attempt, 126 kilos.
Luo Shifang is still at 45 kilos in the back room.
Rodriguez, 126. This is the lift she would need to pass Venegas. This would give her a 228, which would surpass the 227 Venegas has. Venegas still has one lift left, and she has been flawless so far.
Yeah,
5 for 5.
Rodriguez, on the other hand, missed 122. She came back and made it, but was called for a press out. Then she's bumped up 4 kilos, so this is
huge.
This is about as improbable a lift as you're ever going to see, and yet we get to watch it. It's a 6-kilo international record if she makes it.
She's clean. Can she get up?
Oh my word.
Too much.
Wow.
That was just such a Hail Mary attempt.
Well, she deserves all the credit in the world for getting up with a clean that she's never come close to trying in an international competition. She's given everything that she can during this Olympic period.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she is not going to the Olympics. Her teammate, Venegas, who was the next athlete out, is going to Paris. And here she comes. She knows now.
Yeah.
She just had the news. You're off to Paris. Now go make this 126 if you still want it. She's fired up, ready for it. Luo Shifang in the back rooms at 85. Pei Xinyi at 120. Yanni Alvarez has dropped back down to 110. She needs to get a lift in because she's waited for so long. Here we go. And Yelin Venegas, 126. This will put her at 229 kilos. A massive 3-kilo international best for her if she makes it. She's got strong legs.
Can she stick this jerk? Oh, look at that.
And Venegas sweeps the competition.
6 for 6.
6 for 6. The first athlete to do it. 103, 126. She's in bronze in the total. Kim Il-byung's in the lead. Maude Charron's in silver.
27 kilos now.
And now Venegas is in bronze. It's a great day well, it's a great day for her. Okay, this is
a big attempt.
Oh, this is going to equal the most she's ever made. Heidelin Diaz has to make this if she wants to go to the Olympics. She's just been knocked out of the Olympic spot by Elrine Ando. She made 126 kilos at the Asian Games.
Oh, wow.
Okay. She's got one more. She's got one more. She had to wait for, a while, 10 minutes since her last attempt. She was cleaning 110 in the back room just to get something done.
She's been literally in this exact spot before, needing 127.
Last time she needed it, it was to win the Olympic Games, and she made it. This time, it's to go to the Olympic Games.
So Ando bumped up to 128.
Did Ando put 127 on and steal the clock?
I think so. Yeah, Diaz has a minute. Wow.
That is
an aggressive move. An aggressive move.
Yeah, I mean, that's a civil war. Stealing the clock from your teammate.
Well, now the question is,
so what does Heidelin do? She's got 35 seconds on the clock.
I mean, if she comes out for this,
she's coming.
Oh wow, that's brutal.
She's got 30 seconds to decide if she's going to the Olympic Games or not.
Same weight she's done before, 127, a significant number for her.
You know, to have an athlete where one number defines their career so much. That's it. Heidelin Diaz
And there it is
not going to the Olympics. The Olympic champion is out. You know, she smiled, she waved to the crowd. She's taking this incredibly well. El Reinando has done it and has an attempt remaining. I can't believe it.
That's incredible.
I can't believe it. An Olympic Games without this athlete. Heidelin Diaz is one of the greatest weightlifters ever. She went to the Olympic Games, Max, in 2008. She went again in 2012. She went again in 2016. She went again and won in 2020.
Yeah, defeating China in the process.
She's been to 4 Olympics in a row. She placed 10th in 2008. She bombed out in 2012. She took the silver in 2016. She won in 2020. But in 2024, she's not going to go because this incredible athlete, El Reinando, has just pipped her at the post by a kilo in the total.
Wow. Played the game perfectly.
Perfectly.
Going for the victory lap, 128.
A 2 kilo personal best.
She racks it, and she's up. Look at that jerk.
She has emphatically grabbed that ticket to Paris and gone with it. An incredible lift there from El Reinando.
Absolutely amazing.
It's a personal best in the clean and jerk and total. And she, you know, perhaps in many ways, she didn't take the ticket, she grabbed the baton.
Yeah.
You know, and she's running for the finish line. What a lift.
To see her come back and make that afterwards, she's making a statement. She belongs at the games. She's there to fight.
Well, ultimately, you want the best athlete from your country. And right now, you know, that's her.
Yeah, that final attempt says it's not a fluke.
Wow, here comes Maude Charron. This to make her 5th straight lift. A 4 kilo jump. This puts her at 235 in the total. This will be a kilo personal best in the total. Oh, she's only just up with it. No, you can see it at the bottom of the dip. The bar
Just
crashed
wobbled
on her. There was that separation from the shoulders and the bar in that dip, and it just, as she, you know, as she started to come back up, the bar was still coming down.
Yeah.
You can see it here.
You know, the last thing you want to do is be fighting with the oscillation of the bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not there.
But she had to wait a long time. We've not seen Maude miss a lift in a while. Let's take a look at her recent performances.
I mean, she made that 129.
Yeah, her last miss was 5 competitions ago. At the Pan Am Champs, she missed her last clean and jerk. But other than that, okay, she's bumped up because suddenly we're at 130, which is going to bring out the youngster, Pei Xinyi. She snatched 103. Currently, well, she's 4th in the snatch. If she makes this lift, she will be in silver. She will equal the lead in total of Kim Il-gyong. You know, they're not in a position where they're fighting for, well, positions yet.
Yeah.
They're just getting totals in now. The battle for medals starts, you know, pretty much on her 2nd attempt. It's going to begin.
That was a strong clean. Oh.
You know, the Chinese women have a way of jerking that makes you question every athletic endeavor you've ever had in your life.
That is so true. They just do things on a level that you haven't seen really.
You can't do that. Nobody else can do that.
It's extraordinary.
So, Kim Il-jong made 122 kilos in the back room, but almost passed out afterwards. And also, update from the back is that Heidelin Diaz and team went straight over to El Rinando and congratulated her. Hugs, handshakes.
Yeah.
So great support there from the two frenemies, we'll call them.
There's Alvarez, 130.
You know, I'm surprised actually that Yenny's taken quite so big a jump here. 25 to 30.
She's probably looking for a medal here. I mean, this would move her to 230. Well, it's not gonna. It's gonna position her with a shot at possibly a bronze.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd need another attempt. Wow.
That's a good clean. Just not there, the jerk.
She's out in front. She's often
she is frustrated.
Yeah, she's often a little out in front in the clean.
You know, it doesn't have quite the same level of energy that we saw at the Worlds in Colombia 2022. But again, not as much on the line here, I think. She's a little too far back to win this, obviously, and she's got a ticket to the Olympics.
And wow, the number of superstars in this session that you just...
Yeah.
I mean...
And a changing of the guard as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Diaz to Ando.
Diaz to Ando. In many ways, Kuo Hsing-chun to Luo Shifang.
Yeah.
A lot of support for Kuo. You know, once the most dominant in this category by a long way. It's a nice clean. Wow.
Oh, solid jerk.
She looked a little slow in the transition from the dip to the drive, but you know, it helps when you back squatted 200 kilos. You can put the bar a little higher than others can. You know, Kuo Hsing-chun has just had one of the most illustrious careers you can ever imagine. A lot of athletes in this category have been competing for a long time. But Kuo Hsing-chun, as we mentioned before, started competing internationally in 2010. She's won, you know, well over half of all of her internationals. She's competed well over 50 times internationally. Okay, final attempt now. Maude Charron, 130. This will put her at 236. And this equals a number 2 total of all time in this category.
That was a stronger clean than the second. There's the jerk.
She is simply incredible. Time and time again, she just defies the odds and makes lifts. And a quick correction, it's not the number 2 total of all time in the category. It puts her at number 2, is what I meant to say, in the joint number 2 in the Olympic rankings. It moves her ahead of Yenny Alvarez. It's a total that would have made her world champion back in 2022. It's absolutely incredible. Maude is absolutely saying and showing that she can medal at this Olympic Games.
Alvarez now again with 130. She left that first one well in front of her on the jerk. Last adjustment on the belt. She has a tendency to pull very vertically at the top. That bar stays close.
Yeah.
Oh, rocks back a little bit.
Yeah,
That's just too much.
Can't get up with that. She's in a lot of pain. You know, it's not an injury, but sometimes when you're crushed that deep and you've got wraps on, it just, you know, you get a bit of a pinching.
Does not feel good.
Yeah, so the world champion now out of the running. Kuo Hsing-chun joking around in the back room. She's withdrawn. She's not going to take another attempt. So she goes 4 for 5. 100, 130, 230 total. Good enough for fourth. Interestingly, not going to try for bronze. Which means she's going to leave Pei Xinyi, Kim Il-kyung, and Luo Shifang battle this one out. Now, Kim Il-kyung just made 127 in the back room. Luo Shifang has hit 130 in the back room.
Wow.
I mean, you just
that is a huge
don't
number.
hit 130 in the back room. That just doesn't happen. Second attempt for Kim to extend her lead. There we go.
That's a tough recovery. Watch for this jerk, though.
Oh. Can't make it. You know, she is one of the only North Koreans whose specialty is not the jerk.
Yeah.
You know, normally they're so solid with it. She's not quite so solid. It's almost like the lockout that benefits her so much in the snatch for some reason just seems like a hindrance in the jerk.
Yeah, and after a tough clean like that short little push jerk.
I am so excited to see Luo Shifang open up here.
The remainder of the clean and jerk, no third attempt for Kuo.
So just the announcement, which we'd already registered, is that Kuo Hsing-chun has withdrawn from her final attempt.
So we have 3 athletes still. It's Xinyi, Shifang, and Kim.
Yeah.
There's Luo Shifang right now.
Gosh, she just looks so determined to...
Well, she needs to really make a statement here.
Yeah, she's going to want to try and absolutely destroy Kim Il-kyung. I mean, and Pei Xinyi. You know, she doesn't want there to be any doubt that she's the right Chinese athlete who is selected for the Olympics.
You know, she's also potentially in the running against the...
Yeah, 71 and 81.
Yeah, the 2 other...
Slightly more disputed number ones in the world.
You know, China's in a unique spot so often picking which number 1 athlete they want to take.
Yeah. You know, looking around at the audience, Max, I'm just stunned by how many elite weightlifters have come to watch this session. They know it's one of the best. They know what's on the line here. Okay, here we go. Final attempt, 132 kilos for Kim Il-kyung. This will put her at 240 kilos in the total. That's also to move ahead of Maude, who currently sits in the lead.
Oh, it's such a tough recovery there.
She'll have to fight for this one. Oh my word.
If there's anything the North Koreans do, it is fight. They have so much grit.
That was just stunning, and that moves her into the lead ahead of Maude Charron from Canada, who's now down in silver. Pei Xinyi's in bronze. She's got 2 attempts remaining. Luo Shifang has not even opened up yet. But she's going to now. Luo Shifang, who's best in the lift, is 139 kilos, a kilo under the world record. Max, are we going to see a world record attempt here? She's never owned one.
Potentially possible.
She's never owned one. We'll see. I mean, The thing with Luo Shifang is that she doesn't have, it's not like her legs are way beyond anyone else in terms of her squatting strength. She's very strong, of course, but she's just so fast and technical.
Yeah, she's a great weightlifter. Oh, wow.
Yeah, from a dead stop.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
That is so strong. Such an authoritative lift.
Yeah.
That's a declaration to everyone else in this class.
Oh, yeah.
Remember who's queen.
34 kilos.
You know, time and time again over the years, we've seen the best Chinese athletes in the world not have an opportunity to go to the Olympic Games and win. You know, we saw it tragically with Zhang Huihua in the 49s for the second Olympics in a row.
Yeah.
You know, basically the most dominant athlete in the quad, pipped at the finish line by another Chinese athlete, doesn't get to go to the Olympics. And Luo Shifang is saying, I will not be that casualty. It will not happen to me.
No. Well, if anyone was going to challenge her, it was Pei here, but
Yeah.
she's 5 kilos behind in the snatch. And
She's now 8 kilos
Yeah.
behind in the clean and jerk. I don't think she can make
it's
it up.
just too much.
Or in the total, sorry. This will be a kilo personal best. Too heavy.
Just not there.
No lift, Pei.
I mean, don't forget, she's still a teenager.
Yeah.
She's got years to develop.
Please.
You know, there's no way she's reached her top level of strength. Just physically, she's not trained long enough to have reached peak strength at this point in her career. If she can continue as she does to focus on technique and slowly build her strength, she will be so dominant one day.
กีฬาคนเดิมจากสาธารณรัฐประชาชนจีนค่ะยกในครั้งที่ 3 มีเวลาในการยก 2 นาทีค่ะ
So does she come back out for that 134?
นักกีฬาคนต่อไปหมายเลข 4 ค่ะ
She's in 4th right now. She needs this to medal.
Yeah. Yep, she's going to come out again. Minute 20 on the clock. And Luo Shifang has put in 140. She won't be able to...
That would give her the world record total.
It would. You know, I was just about to say she won't be able to touch Kuo Hsing-chun's world record total, and then you said that, and I suddenly... yeah, I put two and two together, and it dawned on me, yes, she could. It would equal the world record clean and jerk and set the world record total. You know what? You can't not let the world record holder in the total go to the Olympics. That should be, you know, a crime.
Yeah.
Here, Li Wenwen in the crowd yelling. Such a distinctive yell. Here she comes, Pei Xinyi, 134. Just not got
Doesn't
the
have the
legs.
No
strength.
lift, Pei.
ไม่ผ่านค่ะ
Holders, please.
2 attempts remain,
140 kilos.
and Luo Shifang wants 140 kilos. This will equal the world record in the clean and jerk held by Kuo Hsing-chun, and it will set a new world record in the total at 248 kilos.
Total is currently 247 kilos held by Kuo of Chinese Taipei. If
I mean, to take a world record total attempt on your second clean and jerk is massive.
China.
Yeah, well, she made 139 kilos in Doha.
ถ้ายกครั้งนี้สำเร็จ
It was one of the most spectacular lifts I've ever seen in person. She stopped moving halfway up in the clean. It was so heavy, just ground through, hit the jerk, and then she dropped the bar, and you know, her vision just went. She fell to the ground, and she had this. You could almost see her. She came to and remembered what she'd done, and then started smiling and laughing. She couldn't believe she'd made the lift, and now she's asking for a kilo more than that.
This is a massive lift. This ties the world record clean and jerk. This would give her the world record total, 248 kilograms.
Oh, it's a
That
much
was
stronger clean than we've ever seen from her. Oh, okay.
No lift.
I think
She can go again.
Third attempt to combo. Lowers 100.
Frustration. Her jerk is normally very solid. Well, she's probably going to take it again.
Yeah. But it's just... Can
It's a
she...
massive lift.
Can she recover after such a heavy clean in
Luo
2 minutes?
Shifang, China, third attempt, 140 kilos.
The clock, yeah, it took a while for the clock to start, but it has now started. Buys her a 4 or 5 extra seconds of rest, I suppose. It's not the jerk we're used to seeing from Luo Shifang. In fact, Max, out of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she's, how many times has she clean and jerked in competition? 18, 19, 20. She's had 20 attempts, and she's missed 3 in the clean and jerk in her career.
That is extraordinary.
That was the third just then. She's never missed an opener, she's never missed a second attempt, and she's now missed, sorry, that was her first ever missed second attempt. And fair enough that she missed that. I mean, that's 140.
Yeah. Yeah, she's tried that before.
Oh, yeah,
She
of course,
tried
the
that
Asian Games.
back in Asian
Well, she
Games.
had to because she had to try and get the win.
Yeah.
To try and move ahead of North Korea, and she failed.
So this is a bit of a personal victory as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Luo Shifang, I mean, if she makes this lift, she almost certainly seals the deal that she's going to be going to the Olympic Games. If she doesn't make it, she still wins here, she's still the world #1, and she's probably going to the Olympics. Brilliant. She's just about up.
An absolute grind on that clean.
That's what the 139 looked like in Doha.
That
And
jerk.
that's what the 139 also looked like in Doha. It's her first world record. Unbelievable. And she's hurt herself in the process. She rushes off the platform. But Luo Shifang surely is going to be an Olympian. 108, 140, a 248 kilo total, a kilo over what she'd done before, a kilo over the world record. It's bye-bye Kuo Hsing-chun. It's hello Luo Shifang. She takes the gold medal once more in her career. The silver medal is going to go to Kim Il-gyung from North Korea, who is 8 kilos behind. But more importantly for her and Team China, it's the fact that Maude Charron, who's going to the Olympics, is 12 kilos behind. To be 12 kilos clear of the second best 59 in the world, which, let's be honest, Maude Charron now is, you know, that's probably the safety net that China are happy for. And if China's not happy with a 12 kilo lead, which, you know, they have a lot of other great weightlifters, then Maude Charron is going to be she's going to be the one to beat in Paris.
That's
she's going to be the one to beat. Maude takes a bronze, 236, 106 in the snatch, 130 in the clean and jerk, and the runner-up is Pei Xinyi, 103, 130. She goes 2 for 6.